This is another video about criticizing YouTube and its censorship, its moderation, and everything. Even I uploaded my first episode of a podcast. It is in Spanish, but it's like talking about all the censorship inside of YouTube. Let me resume you. And something that happened to this channel. What happened, you will say? Well, they eliminated my video of playing Fortnite. It says that it is of like hate speech. What? Wait, why hate speech? I don't know. Let's see the video itself. It just looks like a normal innocent video. No? Of course. Just that YouTube decided to delete it because he YouTube is controlled by the United States of America. What? Yes. The same country that everyone wants to get. Mexicans, Russians, everyone. It's the capital of the world. But why I don't want to get in the US? Simple thing. It's laws. Everything about America. They control it. But wait, you will ask, who control it? Well, that's the CIA. Yes, the CIA is in this. And the FBI. The Federal Bureau of Investigation. Wait, why does these agencies need to see? You will ask. Well, YouTube is from the United States. Meanwhile, YouTube is from Russia. And Russia is more permissive because they don't have the COPPA law and that things. Even censorship is less common inside of Russian YouTube. But well, let me talk about the United States of America. Let's see at least a piece of his history. Why the US is hated so much? Why so many citizens? Well, we don't care about this. Why is the US hated so much? Simply reason Mexico, my home country. Where am I? Well, you know that I declare Russia as my second nationality, but I am from this country. But why it is Mexico inside of this case? Why? Let me say, all these parts of states that you see were part from the first Mexican Empire. Wait, if that existed, yes. All these parts were part of the United Mexican States. Why, you will ask? Well, after we got in our independence from Spain, we had the US states and Central America, at exception of Panama. We got Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Costa Rica. So, why is the US hated? Well, because of the first invasion of the United States to Mexico. What does this need to see? Because of the independence of Texas. Wait, did Texas was a normal state? Yes. And we got another independent state, La República del Rio Grande, it was called, and Yucatan. But this and Rio Grande got annexed again, but Mexico couldn't get any more the old territories. At least this part. Wait, what is this part? It is called La Mesilla. The south of this territory was from part of Gansen. No, yeah, it got the cities of Yuma, Tuxus, Tucson, Sierra Vista, and this other part. Las Cruces was from Mexico, but not anymore. It was sold to Gansen. Ah, Gats, Gatsden, Gatsden. Who is this guy? Well, Christopher Gadsden. It was another liberator. I don't know who is him, but this is his flag. Don't try of me. What is this? It was part of the Civil War of America. Wait, you were telling about YouTube and YouTube and their difference, not this. Well, it needs to see about this theme. Now, why is America hated again? Now, we're gonna go to Russia, the country that I declare as my second nationality. It is transcontinental continental, and its capital is Moscow. Its prime minister is Mikhail Mishustin, and it needs to see why USSR, the old Soviet country. The USSR was a big state, including Ukraine, Belarus, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, Kazakhstan, the Caucasus, Turkmenistan, Uzbek, Tajikistan, and Kyrgyzstan. Wait, they need to see too? Obviously. We are talking why the US was hated. In the 1960s, the Cold War, when it had started in 1947, the USSR was having an eye in the US. Why? Well, they want we know all that the US is expansionist. Everything. But Nikita Khrushchev liked Pepsi. We're gonna talk that in another video. Or not. But as this image says, back in the USSR, the USSR and the United States have big rivalry. Russia versus United States. The Cold War was the biggest drama in the world. Why? Because after World War II, the division of Germany. Wait, why does Germany need to see? You know history, right? Then you know who are the Soviets, who are the Americans. Probably you are from this country. And Russians hate today Americans because of their past. Some Russians doesn't love communism. Some Russians remembers how good was communism, but every Russian that hates communism or loves communism, that every Slav that had that communist past, they all agree that America is fucking shit. As Mexico. Mexican anti-Americanism. What is this? Well, our Mexican families have one thing in common. Don't care if you're an Olsin and a criminal, a normal, a normal civilian, or a soldier. We all agree that United States is fucked up. Even more Donald Trump. And I want to say that my American visa expired, but I don't want to renew it because I, as you all know, I hate America and its presidents. Not all presidents were bad, at least. But since the Cold War, they were like fucking shit. This guy can prove it. Literally, he wants grab everything, even our platform, YouTube. Let's see what it is. And where is San Mateo, California, USA? Meanwhile, let's see the origin of RootTube. It's obviously Russian, but we don't know the province. Now let's search who are these guys. Mikhail Palukin. Well, we don't have information. Oleg Volobuyev. Who is this guy? Even. But we can't find who is this person. We have random images of random persons called same. But who is this guy? The creator of my platform, my favorite platform. And let's see. video. What is VK video? An extension from the Contact. Their original founder was Pavel Durov. We all know this guy. He's the Mark Zuckerberg from Russia. He was born in St. Petersburg in the Soviet Russia, but they moved to Italy. His brother, he we doesn't we don't know too much about him, but he created Telegram, as Pavel Durov created the Kontakte. But the Kontakte was sold to a Russian millionaire. Vladimir Sergeyevich Kiriyenko. Kiriyenko. This is new CEO of the Kontakte. Well, now we know everything about YouTube and its relation to the United States. So, my conclusion, if you want to avoid the censorship and that things, then get in YouTube. Just you need to promote your channel as much as you can. You need to promote it day a day a day a day. As that. So guys, thanks for watching. See you from the next time.